Syracuse who are deserving of recognition and a place in their Faces in the News feature. Tonight, Ray Goulding is going to introduce you to one of these persons who has somehow been overlooked by the passing parade. Bob Elliott. Oh, Bob and Ray. Here they are, of course. What do you remember?
Sit down here, Clifton. And welcome to Face in the News.
Thank you, Ray.
Now, you're a pizza flipper.
That's right.
And where do you do your flipping?
I work at the Circular Food Restaurant on 42nd Street.
In New York?
In New York City.
Are you from New York?
No, oddly enough, I'm from Menlo Park, New Jersey.
Menlo Park, New Jersey. Gee, isn't that the home of Thomas A. Edison, the wizard of Menlo Park?
That's right. You see, in his earlier years, he wasn't known as a wizard.
Oh, well, I guess you have to do a lot to be known as a wizard.
That's why you don't see many young wizards around these days.
He's a Garden State genius, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just his work on the movie camera would qualify him for that.
I would think so. And then you take the incandescent lamp and some of the other things he invented.
Yeah, he was a New Jersey great. An Ohio product, but a New Jersey great. Well, where did you learn your pizza flipping?
Well, I don't know whether you remember this, but my uncle was Joseph Hanover, famous pizza flipper.
Joseph Hanover? Why, when I was a kid, I used to sneak into the old Rococo restaurant there.
Rococo, that's where he used to work, yeah?
Yeah, I'd sneak in there and watch him work. He used to stand in the middle of that big room and flip pizzas 30, 40 feet high.
That's right.
Whatever happened to your uncle?
Well, his eyes got bad, and the stuff he was flipping into the air began to land on the patrons, and from there all was downhill, you know.
Well, I'm glad I caught him in his prime.
Well, you were luckier than I was. I never saw him much, but I was there on his closing night, a proud, defiant man.
Hey, look, if you find this difficult to talk about...
No. I think talking about this is good for one. Get it off your chest, you know. I haven't spoken about Uncle Joseph for quite a long while.
You know what I remember about your uncle?
No.
He had those classic Grecian features and gnarled hands and kind of an ageless kind of dignity.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think you'd say the man was touched by greatness, without doubt.
He had the deep, rich quality of burnished brass. You know, he was a friend of Jack Palance in those days.
You know, I've heard that, and I was never quite sure if that was true.
Yeah, he met Jack right after he finished the definitive textbook he wrote on pizza flipping, Making Dough by Tossing Dough.
Making dough by tossing dough. That was my Bible, you know.
Sure.
And I've heard that business about him and Jack Palance, but I wasn't able to prove it anyway.
You know, there's a picture of your uncle and Jack Palance in a barber shop in the Times Square area, I think on 44th Street. Look it up. You'll see it
I
there.
will, as soon as I get back from Facing the News.
Yeah. Say, is there, or has there been any drastic changes in pizza flipping since your uncle's time?
Well, yes, we don't throw them as high as we used to. There are too many pizza snatchers around.
Now, a pizza snatcher is a person who grabs a descending pizza before it lands.
That's right.
And runs off with it without paying.
That's right. Nowadays, if you throw them up 2 feet, you have to elbow your way in there because they grab them right away from you.
You know, I've never understood why anybody would want an uncooked pizza crust.
I haven't either. I think they do it more for the sport than the nourishment.
Well, you know, the time has slipped by on us here, Clifton.
That's
we
all
spent
right.
so much talking about your uncle and Jack Palance,
Oh, it's been a
Thomas
pleasure.
Edison,
Yeah.
and incandescent bulbs, movie cameras. The time slipped away.
Well, maybe I could come back.
I was hoping you'd give us a demonstration of fancy and comedy flipping, but I guess
I was prepared to do that.
maybe some other time.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. Now, do you feel any different now that you've been on Facing the News?
Not too much. I probably would feel a lot different if my uncle had been Thomas A. Edison rather than Joseph Hanover.
Okay, Johnny. I'm sure you would.
Okay. I want to mention that I want to mention Bob and Ray are going to be making appearances at Carnegie Hall on May 31st and June 2nd, along with some of the vignettes that they've never done on stage or television. They're also going to be doing some of their classic bits, such as this one.
I haven't had an opportunity to meet and talk with our next guest here. So would you tell us your name and where you're from, sir?
Harlow P. Whitcomb. From Glens Falls.
New York? Glens Falls, New York?
New York. I am president and recording
Secretary, right? Recording secretary?
secretary of the STOA.
What does that stand for?
The slow talkers of
America. America, right? America. America.
America. We believe in forming our thoughts, ideas, opinions thoroughly
Before speaking, so you'll never be misunderstood, right?
before uttering them,
So you'll never be misunderstood.
so that we will never be misunderstood. We are here in Los Angeles attending
Oh,
our annual
convention, your annual convention, right? You're here for an annual convention.
membership
Meeting.
convention.
Oh.
All 200
Members.
and 50
Members.
7
Members.
members are here talking
Slowly. All talking slowly.
as opposed to the members of the
TOA.
FTO.
Hey.
The fast
Talkers of America.
talkers
Of
of
America.
We have a credo
Which each new member must learn.
which each
Oh, I
new
can't
member
stand it.
Oh, that's marvelous. We'll have to do this. We're coming right back. Well, you fellas have now reached the pinnacle of show business by playing Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting, John.
Yeah, it
We're
must
really
be.
thrilled about it.
How do you feel? You feel good about that?
Yeah, I think we'll feel better after it's all over, but
Yeah. I
Very happy when it's over.
remember you played the Golden Theater was about 14 years ago?
14 years
Remember
ago.
Ed and I were there
Right,
one of
that's
your
right.
shows.
all right. And by popular demand, we go back to the stage. The demand has been
After
so great.
14 years later, right? How's Mary backstage? Is she still, never heard she
She's fine.
Yeah.
Mary?
Yeah, she's fine.
We're going to use Mary in Garish Summit, another
Right.
soap opera. We're doing a whole pageant of soap
I
opera.
don't know as my blood pressure can stand the slow talker again, though.
2 more times.
That's a
It's a grind for me.
That's a marvelous piece.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Do you ever get tired of doing some of your classics? I mean, but when you get a reaction like that, I mean, they hold up beautifully.
No.
Not at all.
It's
Guys,
fun.
thanks for being with us. Carnegie Hall on, what's the
May
date?
31st, June 2nd.
31st June. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Shelley.
Months ago, today hit the domino that sent nearly 3/4 others tumbling down.
まずはスタート動きからスタート見事倒れ終わるとドミノの絵がバーンと倒し場内9